This is a quick video walkthrough of the new Clutch.io. It's the next generation visual builder for WordPress. It's a integrated development environment, but it's really an integrated development platform. It combines a lot of the things you would have to put together to have a fully functional path to go from development to production. This is their homepage right now. It's just now still in beta, but it's ready to be actually used to work on websites. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. So here's a visual that they have on their website. I'll show you the real thing in a minute, but you can see it's what you used to call what you see is what you get visual integrated development environment. We'll go over the details in a minute, but it's pretty slick. It deploys to numerous platforms, including WordPress. It's has a lot of configuration settings instead of having to mess around in code files or JavaScript files for doing a lot of the configurations for the various frameworks, development frameworks they're using. The IDE exposes those with form elements. And so it has flex and grid layouts, responsive design, reusable classes, styling CSS tokens, Tailwind, advanced typography, style states, custom CSS, and dark mode. And then it's got granular components, and you can create custom components. And their environment overall has a methodology for doing real-time collaboration. All right. So part of the IDE that has downloads where you can download for the different operating systems. They have a Mac OS, Intel, and Windows 64. I'll be showing this on Windows x64. It also has the plugin for WordPress. And now let's show you the IDE. All right, so this is the IDE, Clutch. I'll go through the menu system real quick. You have about Clutch. You can check for updates. You can have your basic account information. You'll see it shows mine. I will go ahead and then subscribe to their Pro. And you can a lot of these, they're kind of grayed out right now because I'm not within a project. I'm at the dashboard level, the high-level dashboard level. Same thing with a lot of these other options here. They'll become active once I go into a project. And then you've got project settings when you're in a project, and develop, and then window, and of course your help. They have an active Discord that's available already for folks that want to talk and discuss and report any issues they might have with the IDE. It is a beta. I encountered a few things here when I was testing. Went ahead and I created a project just to test it out, and I'm going to show it here real quick. So here it is. It's loading the IDE. Okay, let me go back to editor. Load. I'm sure they'll work on the performance a little bit as we go along. Here we go. The other time I've used it was pretty quick. And you can see my project here, probably because I'm running the video, slowing things down a little bit. And so the basic IDE layout is you have a kind of a menu on the top here. And you have settings, locations for different folders. If you have a template, and depending on where you've set your hosting options. And so right now it's in Clutch hosting because I'm in staging. Media, which is the folder where any file uploads that are associated with the project. You can open the code editor, CSS tokens, CSS classes. I've connected it to my WordPress site, and it shows you different shortcuts you want to use if you're a shortcut person. And then your login status, and then a button here for publishing when you want to publish. Like a lot of modern IDEs, on the left here, it has a breakdown sort of top to bottom within this page, the different elements that I've added. These are all sort of out of the box that come with Clutch, and you can add new ones. So you can see, for instance, my page is constructed of a nav bar, a call to action header with a background image, a feature section, and then a footer. And I got those by going into the insert in the library, and you can select those. You have lots of options here. So it's layouts, blank layout, pages, sections, and this is where I got most of these elements here. It'll show you a preview as you hover over them that are available. And you just select them from there, and the ID drops them in on the page for you to start editing. And components, and then queries when you start connecting things to data, and icons, and then the various libraries. Right, and it seems to have support for like Google web type functionality built into it, and then video. All right, so here's the page, and let me move this out of the way. Once you're on an element, so I'll go ahead and I'll click on the nav bar header, and it sort of has like depending on the hierarchy and sort of the HTML DOM, each element. So within the row, within the nav bar, there's a logo. See, and as you can see, it's hovering, it changes. So then I go into the menu. Once it's got a centered menu, and I got a menu item. And I can set the item properties, like there's a link. I can change the link text. I can say, subscribe, or whatever we want the text to say. And same thing, here's the CTA. And all the properties associated with a given element over here on the right after you select the item on the left. You say it's really detailed. Properties that you can control. All right. And so let's show you what you have. It's a WYSIWYG editor, and it has sort of built-in concept of you have development, and then testing or demo, and then migrating to production. Some of the features are still being worked on, but I'm impressed with it so far. There's a few things they should probably, for instance, hide these menu items that are grayed out, or change the font or something, so it's easier to notice that they're grayed out, so you don't try to select them if you're not within a project. And I'll do some more videos as I learn more, and I'll try to share this site once I figure out how to publish it on a WordPress site. I'm not sure if they've released that part of it yet. Like right now, when you go to publish, it's your project. Hold on. There we go. Project settings, and then you do hosting, publish, and you got project publish, and then hosting, which is the staging environment, and you can manage those destinations. And I haven't quite figured that out. I'll figure that out for the next video, and hopefully get a demo test site up for you guys to try out. Thank you.